Hey Sainers, welcome back to episode 15 of the Saints Nation podcast. I'm here with Bem and Cooper, of course.
What is up?
What is up? And we are here to recap our round 18, our honourable loss, as people love calling it, to the Sydney Swans. What do we think of the game, boys?
Pretty happy with it. Can't be too disappointed, can we?
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather
So-
take the loss at this point in the season.
Yes, it's completely different. We've flipped it to what we've done last year, where we were playing very good and winning. We're now playing very good and losing, which is good for our draft hopes.
Yes, pick 3 would be great.
I would love
Spewing
pick three.
North couldn't get up.
I know. It looked like they were, and then they just sort of fell short in the end. Like, allowed 6 goals in the
I
last.
suppose it's not the worst sort of getting that gap from Melbourne though as well. That's
Yes, that is
quite
true.
nice.
That is true. They were on our tails there. But Marcus Windhager, career best game.
Yes.
This week,
Yeah, let's get right into
36.
it. Yep.
Thoughts, Bam? After
Yeah.
you badmouthed him last week.
I never said it was a bad player. I just said he's got some issues in terms of the player position he wants to play, which was midfield.
Yep.
Turns out going to the wing, probably the best game of his career. So
Yes, easily, I reckon,
Yes.
it's sort of that hack kick that Jack Steele and Jack McRae are so good at. Marcus Windhager also does.
Yep.
And clearly changes a fair bit when he's no longer doing 40-metre kicks in the air
Yes,
into a forward line that can't mark a ball.
Definitely still loved the hack kick this week, but
Mhm.
was
He
definitely
looked better. What was his efficiency? I think it was higher.
It was
high
you
80s.
don't
Yeah.
look at the kicking efficiency because that just says above 40 metres, it's a good kick. So
Yeah.
it doesn't
Is that
tell the
true?
truth.
Ah,
Yes,
go.
that's
Mhm.
why the hat kicks always work for him.
Yeah.
But,
I like it.
high 80s this week for Windhager, which is pretty good. And I think
Mhm.
all of us were a bit frustrated despite sort of a good game he played last week. It probably wasn't up to the standard we want to see.
Not kicking wise, definitely not.
Definitely not. I think he got 30% by foot last week.
Yeah,
so
48% total. I just thought this week playing on the wing allowed him to get to the stoppages. Like, he's a great runner. He's a great athlete, and he can get in the air pretty well as well. So I just thought him being able to get around the gun. I don't think he was tagging Goulden from memory.
Not
No.
really.
Goulden just had a quieter game, but aside from one moment, the most important of the game too.
Yes.
But yeah, I just thought he felt like he was at every stoppage and he was impacting as well, which he hadn't really been doing before.
Yeah.
So it's a good progression in his, I think, future for this team.
Yep, and touching on the tag, we obviously saw Jordan go to Naz and
Yeah.
kept him pretty quiet to Naz's standards
Yes.
over the past few months, 24 touches.
I thought it was a really interesting matchup because we started him
Yes.
as a forward, pushed
Very
him
weird.
forward, and then Jordan followed him all the way through. But, well, we supported him. We didn't just let him try beat it one-on-one. I always saw Sinclair
Yes.
going to him, always saw someone trying to put contact on Jordan. And then he was getting involved, so he almost took a couple marks inside 50, took one, I think, in the end of the second quarter, right at the
and he
end.
played on.
Played on, almost got around 3 plays, but
That was funny.
Bit off a fair bit and couldn't chew it.
He's allowed to do that.
Yeah, 100%. You
It's
gotta
in his
take a
new
bit-
contract. He's allowed to do that.
But like we chucked him in the middle in the second half, and they just got rid of the tag, and that's when he went quiet.
Yes. It was
Like-
very weird.
Yeah, he had 15 touches in the first half, and then was very quiet in the second.
Yes, and sort of touching on that, a lot of players, especially our senior leaders, had a pretty shocking second half. Won't name names because it's pretty obvious who was there, who was kicking it to the Sydney players. But
Yes.
I think just next
I'll be
year,
naming them.
next
Oh,
year in
damn.
these types of games, because next year I'm assuming we'd want to try and win them.
Mhm.
Our senior leaders need to step up in those moments.
Yeah.
Just calm down, think about what you're doing before you kick, lower the eyes, which is just a massive problem all year. I expect to see that from our younger players like a Hugo Garcia. Seeing that from players in the leadership group and on the cusp of being in the leadership group is a bit annoying. But what do you think of those
Yeah.
senior leaders?
Yeah, well, you can go with this one because we've got a couple leaders that I thought did really step up this week that hadn't been as great all year.
Well, I think obviously the first one would be the captain of Jack Steele.
Yes.
I think especially his first half played really well. Him kicked that goal. I think probably one of his best games this
Could
year.
have had 2 goals. as well.
If not his best game this year, I believe. I think Callum Wilkie also did his job after a couple of quiet weeks, but stepped up again
Yeah.
this week.
Just
Unfortunately, couldn't carry it all by himself with a few free kicks
Mr.
against
Consistent.
from the other ones.
He'll play his 150th and his 150th straight game.
Jeez, from
Against
debut.
Geelong, yes.
Ridiculous.
Which is almost the longest streak. Like, I think he's 40 games off it, which
Yeah.
we'll
From
probably
debut
get to that.
For St Kilda.
From debut to playing, I think it's
Oh.
189, and then second place is 158. So we'll get that
Yes.
next year. We hope, knock on wood, but he should get it. And
Yeah.
Jack Steele plays game 100 as the captain as well. So
Mm.
You know, we got a couple,
fair few
couple weeks of
milestones
milestones
up in
last couple
Geelong.
weeks.
I know. I think.
Damn, why is it in
Who
Geelong?
else? I know. Who else is coming up soon? I feel like there's a few.
TDK's 100th round 1 next year.
Yep.
That'll be
If,
fun.
if he misses one game, he's got to miss one game.
They're calling it getting dropped now.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
They might as well.
Playing as
Nah.
a forward is stupid.
We need its value to continue to go down. Offer him like $1.3 million a year.
You won't believe it.
Never know. Never know.
Yeah.
But Hugo Garcia, he was great.
Oh, that play in the middle.
Yes.
That goal.
Oh,
As I said before the pod, it's the first time I reckon I've seen a St Kilda player do that for many years now.
Yeah.
And also Nas was wide open too. So we had 2 players streaming out of that centre bound straight for a goal. Really shows the future.
It's usually something that happens against us. We are the
Yeah.
team that concedes the most goals within 20
Mhm.
seconds of kicking on.
yeah.
Far out.
And my mind goes back to last year. I think it was around 16 against Port. We kicked like a goal after so much effort.
Butters.
And then Zach Butters just straight out the middle. That's what it reminded me of, seeing
Yep.
it there live.
The other way around, finally.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's finally getting damaged with his ball use as well, Garcia. Like,
Yes.
he doesn't have the stats of 25 touches and a goal, but he gets the 15 and a goal, and getting that base is great. But he's getting impact now, which he wasn't
Yes.
doing earlier in the year, which is why there was so many questions of should he be in the team still.
Yep.
And that play is brilliant, and Marshall had a shocking game. He
did.
was seriously
He did.
poor.
Yep.
But that one handball saved my life.
Hugo Garcia was the most attended centre bounce for us this whole game.
Actually?
87%.
Really?
I think the next best
Jeez.
was 73.
I'll
That's
check that.
This is what I saw on Twitter just
if
before.
you
To be fair,
guys touch on it, I'll
he
look
he
it up.
was on Warner for a lot of it. So
Yeah.
he was the one who was going to Warner because he's got the speed.
Yep.
And he has sort of played a bit of a lockdown role on some opponents. Like he goes to the quicker opponents most weeks.
Yep.
Aside from was Max Holmes in round 2, where Windy just locked him down.
So yeah, even with the Ruckman, he spent more time in there.
I believe
than both
Nas was
Rucks.
Nas second.
Nas was 4th, so
For our-
fifth
for us?
5th, including Ruckman. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So
who's the...
Garcia was first at 87%.
Yeah.
Then Marshall at 70, Steele at 63, McRae at 57, and then Nas at 43.
So McRae and Steele have obviously gone down a few weeks, which
Mhm.
shows they're trying more things out,
Yes.
which I like to see.
which is good. I'd like.
Which we've been calling
to-
for the last couple of weeks.
I saw a
Yes.
centre bounce of, it wasn't Heath, it was Marshall, but it was Naz in there, it was Clark in there, and it was Garcia in there.
Oh yeah, Clark is the interesting one looking at this because he only played half the game,
Yeah.
but he attended 27% of our centre bounces.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So double that, that's about what Steele
that
and
would
McRae
be
got.
yeah. So I think we just need to put a bit more faith into Hunter Clark. I think.
Ideally, he's my sub because he can play halfback, can play half forward,
Yeah.
can play in the midfield.
Yep.
Was he the sub round one? Or was
Yes.
it
Or round
Hasty?
2. Round 2 he was sub.
Unlike you, I'm
I
not
know.
a big fan of it because I think Hunter Clark, he already plays 50% game time every week. It is just a massive fitness issue. I don't know why we can't get it out of him,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why I'm not a fan of him as the sub. I think, could we have looked at something like we did last week with Brad Hill at the sub? Could we have gone to Boxall, who again I don't love? So
He had 8 touches in a full game, though, Boxall.
yeah,
So I know we're trying to blood the kids as much as we can, but
Yeah.
there's also...
he did kick the goal, kicked his first goal of his career
Mhm.
at least. So got the highlight play that locks
I
him
reckon,
in.
I reckon that was touch.
It wasn't touch. They didn't.
They reviewed it.
They reviewed it and it wasn't.
I'd
touch.
love to see a slow-mo of that.
James Jordan Mark, I reckon that was over the line before he took control of it.
Huh?
Where the score review, I think it was.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
he got
second
that.
or third.
He got that before it went over.
From
It was
my-
in his hands. So you see that frame where the ball's over. That's it, when it's in his hands.
Okay.
I had a lot of bad angles, clearly, because I think the Hayward one was... I thought that was
No,
100% how
he,
it
he
falls
literally landed inside the field. It couldn't have been
yeah,
out of bounds.
yeah, you could see his foot landing.
Yeah.
But Angus Hasty, another man in Hugo Garcia's draft class, I've been really impressed with him
Mhm.
since his return last week.
Yeah. Well, since the second half of last week.
Yeah,
I love
pretty
how
much.
I love how he tried. I know it didn't really succeed to take the game on that
Yes.
last quarter.
He-
Played really, really well.
Every sort of play I looked at, he was just playing on,
Mm.
running forward, which
Mhm.
is what we need. I think that fits the
Yeah.
future game
I
plan.
reckon
of
it
this
was the
team.
last minute or so. I think he took on 2, got past them all both, but
Yes,
then James
yes, he
Rowbottom,
did.
who was
Yeah.
a brilliant tackler.
Yeah.
Got him down, but if he was,
He
if
still
he
got the
out of
kick
that,
away.
yeah, if he got
Yes.
out of that, he would have been out.
Yeah.
You never know what could have happened.
Like, as you said, when we talked last week, that one passage where it just burst out.
Yep.
He's now doing that more. It was the
Yes.
one time he did it last week. He's now doing it more, which is so good to see. Someone taking the game on
Yes.
to the point where if we need Naz to go into the midfield, he can sort of step up and play that role because we've now got Stocker being fantastic in that
Yes.
lockdown role. He was crucial
Took the most
in this
intercept
game.
marks for the game.
Yeah.
And I think that will
He-
reflect in some of our voting.
Has
the
he
same
ever
of the
played a
week.
bad game for us, Stocker?
I don't believe so.
Like stats wise, who cares? I don't
Yeah.
care what he has.
Genuinely
Does
bad,
his job.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Because-
does his
Every
job
week.
each week.
Hard on the sleeve.
That's 50
Yeah.
games now of him just playing his job, which is really good to see.
It's a good point.
Carlton could have had him.
Carlton
They need
really
him
need
at the
him.
moment.
Yeah,
They need a
someone
lot
to
right now.
someone to put their
Yes.
body on the line like
And
he
we'll
does. My
touch
God.
about one of his Carlton
Yeah.
mates in a second that played very good in the twos. But
Yes.
one man I'm surprised it's taken us this long to get into. Max Hall, again, 3 goals, 15 touches. He has really blossomed into just one of the better players in this team at the moment.
It also wasn't 3 cheap goals.
Yes.
No,
It was 3 crucially timed goals, especially the last one. It was more Cooper Sharman's goal than anything else, but
Yes.
he's just always there in a good
The
spot.
second one with the tackle on Goulden,
Yep.
that was probably my highlight of the night.
he launches it from 52 for a small man.
Yes.
Like you look at Butler, they're sort of same size and same
Yep.
build. Butler can barely kick at 40 meters. He can launch at 55.
Well, I reckon Butler took a mark the exact same spot and tried to kick it
yeah.
off straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He did not look confident at all. So I like to see Max Hall backing himself and to send him to at least one centre bounce next week against Geelong.
Yep.
Did not see it
I heard-
once.
Was he only at none?
I never see him at centre bounces,
He-
but I feel like in every game there's a stat where he plays like 3.
Yeah, he's the player that sort of just roams up to it.
Yeah,
Like,
Okay.
I see him
Which
at
I
every
don't hate,
stoppage.
but-
I always see him running up, like sprinting, and he gets to the back of the stoppage. So
Yeah.
he's almost like that winger who sits off the back, but he's a half forward.
Yes.
What's he now? 16 games in or 17
17.
games?
now.
17 in now. So
And
How,
he's
how many goals
he's
has he kicked this year?
the best AFL player
fair few.
by this is ratings though, but the best AFL player in the
Yes.
last month, let alone
He-
our best player in the last
Before
month.
this week, I think Ed Richards and Bond have both overtaken
Yeah.
him.
They don't count.
the Bulldogs lost, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we lost too, but
The average, so 14.5, 1 goal a game,
Hmm.
and even I think the last few weeks he's been
yeah.
career
Yeah.
best easily.
He's kicked
Well,
almost 20
hard not to be
goals
career
this
best.
year.
Yeah, I saw that. I think he's a 3rd most goal kicker this year.
Which is surprising.
Yeah,
And there's probably a small forward that he's probably swapped outputs with from this time, probably 10 weeks ago, in Jack Higgins.
yes.
Since round 11, he's only kicked 5 goals, so that's 5 in his past 7. Compare that to I want to say it was the 28 he kicked
Well, he was like 3rd in Coleman.
before that.
Yeah.
He was third in the Coleman with 28, and I don't like. We're not going to drop him. But
You
You
never-
can't drop him. Part of the reason is our tall forwards have just been getting monstered, so they're not bringing
Yeah.
the ball to ground, and
it's,
that's one thing.
yeah. It's also ever since we brought Butler back.
They've
So-
never played well together.
I'm a bit like 2023. They did all right.
Yeah.
They both had 33 or something.
That's about it though.
But
Everybody went alright in 2023 though.
yeah, yeah. So touching on Butler's injury a little bit, it was a bit horrific. Seeing the replay of that.
Mhm.
Very gruesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
He's
gruesome.
Out of, I think that'll be season. I
Yeah.
know Ross said a month, but
Yeah, hopefully
season.
there's a bit of, I don't know the right word for it, but hopefully we can see sort of Higgins bounce back to his best
Yeah.
with Butler out of this team. Because I don't think we're going to bring another small forward. Collard had 5 and a goal, got injured. Said I still think it's a bit too raw to be playing at the moment, even though we want to blood the youth. So
Yes.
hopefully we can see Higgins get back to that round 1 to 10 form.
Well,
That'd be-
it's something we can talk about in the preview potentially because
Yes.
there is that question of who comes in. There's been a lot of talk about how much we've hyped up Taru and how much we've seen him as the saviour of this club. But
You want to
he
drop him?
did. I'm not a psychopath, okay? But he did have a minute of hell,
He did.
Yes.
as you phrased it.
3 goals in a minute
Yeah,
for Taru.
the free kick, the missed on the lead, and then what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was. I think bad kick to
The-
Heaney.
Yeah.
That Heaney intercepted. Where
People
Hill
blaming
just,
Brad Hill for that.
Yes. Which
it's the kick.
It is the kick. Like, I get the...
You'd want Hill to do more, though.
Yeah, I get the point of people saying Brad Hill shouldn't be calling for it there.
Do you know how many
But
players
still.
call for the ball during the game?
Exactly.
If every player that got called for the ball got a kick to them, there would be so many more turnovers.
Exactly.
You
It's
can't
like
blame
when
someone
you're
for
playing
that.
career mode in FIFA or 2K, when you get like bad teammate grade, 'cause
Yeah.
you keep calling for it too much. Everyone's teammate grade shit. But
Great
probably
comparison.
a weird comparison. All right, that was going through my head at the game when I saw the tweet. I'm like, Brad Hill's got a low teammate grade. But one man on debut,
I was
The-
waiting for this.
the
Can we-
Moose.
You guys weren't talking about him for about 10 minutes now.
I know.
And you didn't decide to bring him up?
Well, you guys, you're on a little
Moose
roll, okay?
kicked his first goal. Arguably played better than Rowan Marshall.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say arguably. I think he did.
There you go.
Rowan Marshall had 3 free kicks against him in the first half.
Yep.
He had 4 hitouts.
It's a Bem crasher already.
And people question why we are going after TDK.
Yes.
That tap alone in the last quarter is why we're going after TDK.
Yeah. And
Marshall did not put in, like, that's a set play. You can tell that's a set play.
Yeah.
And Sinclair on
You
Gordon
said it.
didn't do much either. And Marshall, that's 2 senior players that really
Yeah.
let us down that last quarter. I know
You
we'll
said
touch
it
on that
during
later.
the game, 2022 round 9 against the Cats. Paddy Ryder to Billings. That's, yeah.
Paddy Ryder, the Rock
It's
great.
The exact same spot.
Yeah.
Tap over the head to a left footer running through the stoppage on a snap. Identical plays.
Your man.
So what you're saying is bring back Jack Billings.
I'm saying Jack Billings is as good as Errol Gould.
Just quietly, Jack Billings again, 30-2 in the VFL this week.
What did
we
Patton
need
have?
a
I
Billings
didn't see
watch.
Patton
We need
at
a
all.
Billings
Demons,
watch.
bring him the fuck in. This is bullshit now.
Cooper's call to
If he's
action.
not in,
He's averaging 30-2 the last 5 weeks in the VFL. You're shit anyway. Bring him in.
Sparrow is going to be out, so they're forced into a change. They could bring him in.
I love Jack Billings so
Would
much.
you go to the game?
Who they have?
I'll check.
We versed him in 2
If
weeks.
it's at Casey, I live like 10 minutes away from Casey Field, so if it's at Casey, I'd actually go.
No, not a VFL. I'm not going to
Oh.
Casey Demons. Talking about who they actually have next week.
Filter.
They
round
play
19.
a team.
They play Carlton at the G.
I'll fucking go to Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Saturday night.
If he doesn't get picked, Casey Fields, 1:05 p.m. on the Sunday, I will be there to watch Jack Billings play.
Surely he plays against us in 2 weeks. A little.
So
better.
what you're saying is
nobody's
you'd
gonna boo
rather
him.
watch Jack Billings play for Casey than St Kilda against Geelong.
I'm not going to Geelong.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you're saying you're going to Casey. That means you can't watch the
If-
Saints game.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah, didn't think so,
It's
bud.
Jack Billings though.
It is.
I wouldn't be surprised for you, but
I thought about going to the Geelong game. I was like, I had such a shit time on the way home, which is not even that bad, on
Yeah.
Sunday. Let alone a 2-hour drive back from Geelong.
I know, he messaged me, do a blog, like, catch the V line. I'm like, I have so many better things to do.
Oh, mate.
no, we should just get just one of us to drive and you just go
We are
there
so
and
off
back.
track. It's not funny.
I know. Should we get into Player of the Week? I feel like we
Yeah, let's just
Jack
touch
Billings,
on it.
30-2. That's my
Yeah.
player of the
I
week.
feel like we've touched on a lot. But
Yeah.
I've done what you've asked for. We've done a
Thank
poll
God.
instead of a drop box. So,
How was Mason Wood in the poll?
if you...
Yeah, what the... I won't swear again, but what are you doing? I saw
I
that. And he had
needed-
1%.
I needed the name. I didn't want to put 3. And you will be surprised. Mason Wood got 10 votes, which was 3%.
Who?
Name him.
Name and
Name
shame
him.
him right now.
In third place, Jack Steele, 70 votes at 80%.
Take away
18.
my vote. Accidentally voted for
Oh,
him.
my bad. So 69 votes.
Nice.
You did that. You did
Yeah.
not vote for it.
No, I did.
Max Hall at 81.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Marcus Windhager with a staggering 222 votes at 58%. So
Yeah, fair enough.
thank you to everyone who voted. We definitely got a lot more votes than we were getting. I reckon we got like 20 votes
Yeah, 'cause
last
it's
week.
easier to tap than press the...
It is. No one wants to type.
Yeah, that's fair
But
enough.
222, it's not bad. It's a sign because he wears number 2. Maybe you'll play good again. But
Okay, then.
But yeah, so Marcus Windhager, senior of the week, pretty easily this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for the fans.
I'll go first. Why not?
Do you have something different? Is that what you're hinting at?
I'm not spoiling right now.
Okay.
I'll go first. I never go first in this segment, but I gave my 3 votes to to Marcus Windhager. Obviously, might not be his biggest fan, but I can admit he played very well on the weekend.
Yes.
Then my boy Max Hall with the 2 votes,
Oh, boy.
and Liam Stocker got my 1 vote. Fucked up that kick at the end, but off that intercept, but game high intercept marks, or at least team high intercept marks. So
How many touches did he have?
I
10?
think he had like 10 in the end. So
And like pretty effective.
doesn't need a lot of the pill to
and
be
you see
effective.
him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
mine.
Just
Yeah.
quickly,
Yes.
Tristan Cherry 3-match ban, which actually means something because that means he'll be suspended versus St Kilda in 3 weeks.
He's
time.
played Dodson.
Yes, we can
Callum-
touch on
So
that
we're going to have
later.
Max Heath and Rowan Marshall versus Callum Coleman Jones.
Yeah.
Finbar Marley. It'll be Moose versus Moose.
Finbar's a forward.
Quickly,
He's not a ruck.
quickly. All these North Melbourne fans trying to act like Finbar Marley's the Moose on the AFL's Instagram photo. Max Heath, he might have been shit for 5 years, but he was on the list for 5 years. He has well and truly
Hey,
earned
Max Heath
that
kicked
nickname.
5 goals in like 14th VFL game, right? Leave him alone.
Yes.
All right,
He
my
is the real Moose.
my 3 best. I got an honourable mention first. Liam Stocker, as we said before, doesn't play a horrible game. Just wanted to
Yep.
mention him. I didn't actually think you were going to have him in your vote, so that's why.
All right.
Number 1 vote, Max Hall.
I was going to say number 1 or 1 vote.
1 vote for Max
Yep.
Hall.
Yep.
I think he had quite a good game,
Mhm.
but more consistent. Like last week would have
Yes.
been better. Now
Expecting
2.
to get 27 touches and 3 goals every week.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, he only had 2 touches in the last, so
Okay.
get that up.
Okay, number 2, who is one of our whipping boys this podcast a whole year.
Jack
Ryan
Steele.
Burns.
And I just want to give him some flowers. Number 2 votes, 2 votes to our captain who stood up this
Yes,
week,
that is fair.
Jack Steele.
Mm-hmm.
That might be his first vote this whole year. I don't know.
I doubt it.
And
I reckon there was
3,
one game early on.
like a lot of other people, except maybe Ben, we don't know yet. Windy, as he had 36 and, yeah, did his thing.
Okay.
Even after hatred from the Saints Nation
I'm
podcast
very
last week.
excited to see who you've gone with.
Are you?
Yes.
What makes you so excited?
Well, yeah,
One vote.
Kept it secret.
Max Hall. I don't like to spoil it for you boys.
He doesn't.
I want to keep it aside. That's why I think it off the head, not written down. 1 vote, Max Hall. Damage and scoreboard impact is what we like to see, and that is what he provides. 2 votes, Callum Wilkie.
I like
I
that.
thought in terms of the
Yes.
defenders, when a lot of them were being, paid free kicks for holding against or having a minute of hell, he was the one who, as always, held his head high and was the impenetrable wall that he has been all year.
Yes.
And then the 3 votes, Marcus Windhager. I did
Oh,
not
okay.
go,
Trying to suck us
go
out of
wild.
Is this the first game all year none of us have put Nasai, Wangani, Miller in our votes?
No,
Oh, I wouldn't have been, surely not.
no,
Like, not a
you,
single.
You
not
did
a,
put a lot of 1 vote games
Yes.
just randomly.
Not a single one of us have voted for him.
Well, we want him to stay, so we're going to boost his morale, don't we?
like he watches the Saints Nation podcast.
I reckon Windhager watched last week after what he did this week. And I'm also on just Callum Wilkie's phenomenal game as he just played. I think next with that, that was one of Caminiti's worst games. I reckon he's played this
Yeah.
year as a defender.
He was really bad early because the umpires were paying some stupid free kicks against him.
one where they were clearly holding each other, but you just
all
give
of
it to the defender.
all of them, they were both holding each other.
Mitch Owens finally got a holding free kick.
Yeah.
he
Yes,
got like
that?
3,
Yes.
and he
Look at
got
him go.
5 total free kicks for the game.
Is that did we go to the AFL?
I said that. I said, have we gone to the AFL and complained? Because
Might
it
have.
never happens.
If we complain, they clearly played a fair few against us. But yeah, I
Yeah.
thought Caminiti in the second half was
Better.
interesting how he spoils the ball. He always it's like
Yeah.
it never actually gets connection. It's
It is-
really weird.
It is weird.
But yeah, I didn't mind his game in the second half. But yeah, first half he was pretty poor.
Yes, and we've done our player of the week. Is it time to move on to Bem's sinner of the week?
It is. It is.
Now we might feature.
We
on this
do
one.
have. I'm not a hater, okay? I definitely don't do a sinner of the week every week because I'm not a hater. But speaking of the Caminiti in the holding free kicks, umpires get the 1 vote this
Oh.
week because it was for us, but it was also against us.
Who was the umpire?
They just didn't know what to pay and what not to pay. Owens got a heap. Caminiti got a heap against of him. Tyroo, there were a couple. Max Heath got a couple in the ruck. Marshall got heaps in the ruck because he's
Both
useless.
sides. Callum Wilkie
And-
dropped the ball in the goal square, and it was not called against us.
Yeah,
so.
That was right in
umpires
front of me.
got-
I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
umpires got the 1
Shout
vote.
out Nicholas Brown, Cameron Dorr, Andrew Adair, and Jordan Fry.
But-
For your
Yeah,
horrible
we
umpiring.
don't want to be sued, guys. Thanks. The
I was just
vote-
naming the umpires.
Yeah, we don't want to be sued, guys. 2 votes. Alex Tyru's minute of hell.
Yes.
That is fair.
Just 3 goals in a minute isn't what you want in the first quarter. And then the 3 votes. Mason Wood the last 2 minutes.
What the fuck was that?
That
Yes,
was
that.
deplorable.
It's like he wanted to
It,
lose.
maybe
he
he might have been
he
paid
knows.
off.
He knows pick 3 is there.
He might have been paid off, honestly. Like, Sydney might have given him a few extra bucks.
That was...
I said that because
He was trying to do too much, I think.
He's trying to do everything.
He was trying to, like, kick the goal himself
Yes,
from the wing.
yes.
It was very
leaving
weird.
the game. Like people are like, oh, Sydney have paid off the umpires. I'm like, I reckon we've paid off the umpires to lose.
I'll
We've been
take it.
playing too good.
I reckon we paid off Mason Wood to lose us the game.
Yes.
Some Sydney players paid him off, said, I'll give you 10 grand so you don't need to babysit those kids for a day and you win us the game.
That is fair.
Now, I don't really want to get into the free agency news because it's not really free agency news, but both these two wingers that are both over 30 years old, Hill and Wood, are both signed to 2027.
Fuck.
What
are we doing?
What are we doing with those two,
They-
do we think? Because we've got a Hasty right there. Windhager's clearly really good on the wing himself.
Wilson is a winger.
Wilson,
Why isn't he
yes,
playing
he-
on the wing?
Wilson's going to come back. And
he plays
play
inside mid in the
inside
VFL.
I reckon.
Why are you bothering with it? He's not a midfielder.
I agree there. We're getting too many mids now. It's weird.
Yes.
You got too many people doing the exact same job. And we just-
Literally.
like that's the thing with down.
I was
too.
thinking about this during the game. If we had a midfielder, with like, if you combine Hugo Garcia and like just Steele all into one, that'd be like the best midfielder in the comp.
Yeah, well,
That would be good.
Too bad we're not in like Clash Royale or something. where you
Nah.
can just do that
Right,
shit.
I'm just like, we just need to take 3 of them and turn them into one, and like we'll be fine.
It's a North problem. I've been saying this for weeks now.
I was watching Sandy, and we can go to the Sandy recap because there were some really promising things. He was good. And there was one play where in the middle, he literally just got the ball and then ran out not ran out, but did a hook turn out of the stoppage. And he launched it inside 50 to a really good spot. But at the same time,
Yes.
we've got like 5 other midfielders who would do the same thing.
Exactly. Like Zach Jones, he's gone. But
Zach
like
Jones is gone, but
Jack Carroll, Hunter Clark, Paddy Dow,
Boxall.
Boxall, Windhager, Darcy Wilson, apparently, Trevelyan, all trying to play the exact same spot.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yes.
And we're looking to get another midfielder in this year's draft, I'm assuming.
You'd hope so.
So
Well, not
unless
hope so, but-
unless he literally finishes out the rest of the year in the midfield playing full-time mid at Sandy, there is no reason to play him as a midfielder for the future.
Yes, that is
Because we've got 2
fair.
dog shit wingers right now who are just turning the ball over at will.
And as much as McRae has been really good this year, it begs the question, why do we bring him? If we're blooding all these exact same mid-types in the VFL, he's 32 himself.
I think he's one that can stay because I don't think Steele is for the future.
So
I think you can't just have a midfield of Clark as your most experienced player.
I'm not
It just doesn't work.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what's the point of bringing him in if we're just going to get rid of our captain instead?
Because A, you didn't give up anything, realistically.
Yeah.
And B, you still need an experienced player who can win the ball, right? He's been tagged in every game almost since like round 6.
Yeah, when he's Brownlow form.
Yeah.
That was a good start. That was a good start of the year.
Yeah, so like, if Steele goes, you need someone who can win the ball. You can have outside midfielders, but you still
Yes.
need someone who will just take the big bodied. And he can do that. He's got maybe 2-3 years left at max. And that's all you need. Just sort of slowly phase him out. Because come next year, and as you said, we don't need him, and we trade Steele because we can get something in return, you're going to have like 8 young midfielders and no one else, realistically, to be there.
Yes.
Does Matt Crouch play for Adelaide?
Yeah, he still plays.
Does he play?
No,
he's injured.
not anymore.
He's injured.
Does
But
Rory Laird
before-
play?
No, he's in and out of the team.
So-
And he's
I
playing as
reckon
a
he
full
does.
back now.
Yeah, he plays like halfback.
That's what I would like to see eventually from a McRae and Steele. Because
I
I would
don't
love
think
to
their kicking's good enough for them to go halfback.
I would love to follow their blueprint. Not say hard.
We
out
can
of the
touch
midfield.
on it in the retrospective bit.
Yes.
But, that's coming up.
Yeah.
But what about your question for the future? Ben?
I said we'd go to
Hey,
Sandy,
stop.
and we've
Go
only
to
talked about
Sandy.
one player from Sandy.
Oh, that's true.
So, boys,
True.
the Dodzilla might get a game.
Godzilla.
Or the Dodo Bird.
Me and Cooper said this. 2 rucks has worked so good. It's
Mhm.
the first time we've seen it all year.
It worked. Well, yeah, boy,
Well,
sucked.
apart from Adelaide.
He's
but
been dropped from the VFL
I'm
now
like,
too. just
why
like-
not? I reckon we've sent him back to Norwood.
I reckon he's a. No offense to Harry Boyd at all. It clearly hasn't worked out.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's already like moving out of his apartment kind of thing.
Yeah,
Because
but-
there's no way he gets another contract.
I said it during the game. I'm like, 2 rucks has worked so good. screw it, why not play 3? And just have Rowan Marshall sit at full forward. Because we need it.
I saw Rowe played 14% in the centre bounce on round 1. And, so he played key
He was
forward
also
round
injured.
1. Yeah,
He literally couldn't move in round 1.
Yeah.
We just sat him in the goal square.
Should have played Heath there. That would have been fun.
Nah, it's as good as Dodson is. You just continue with him with his number 1
Yeah,
ruck.
you can't.
Yeah,
After
we cannot play
one
him,
good
but
game.
To be fair,
The hype's there, though.
It's an
Hype's there.
insane game, though. It is 29 touches, 34 hitouts, 3 goals, 1. If he can continue that as the number 1 ruck, assuming Boyd doesn't come back in and play that number 1 ruck role, and we can play Heath, because obviously Heath would be the number 1 ruck.
I'd say to Boyd, just take an early holiday.
Yeah,
Yep.
just do it and pay out his contract right now.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Imagine him developing next year in the twos.
He's got the talent. Everyone passed on him in the draft because they were scared he was going to return to basketball.
Geelong considered him
Yes.
a top 20 pick. If Geelong
Everyone considered him top 20.
No. Some not necessarily top 20, but like top 30-ish. Geelong considered him a top 20 pick in the best draft in 20 years.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
And
And
they
we
didn't
picked
take
this
him.
up at pick 53, and they had pick 52.
Like, I remember I wouldn't have been mad if we drafted him over Barrett where we
Yeah.
did. I'm like, because that's still good value.
And then
It's
pick
very
53.
Yeah.
We were just like biding our time, and he just dropped to us. And
You
now
take it.
you see the best of him, because as a ruckman, he can get around the ground.
And
Far out,
it
our draft is
sparked
big
the
one.
conversation of like, if we've got Dodson in the twos, why are we paying TDK 1.7?
Because
We're not letting the Dodzillas one game full-time ruck in the VFL screw up a whole year of
100%,
recruiting.
100%.
I do agree with that, but it's also, what are we doing with 4? Assuming Marshall stays.
There's going to be 3. I'm almost certain there'll be 3 ruckmen on our list next year, and you can guarantee that Dodson's going to be one of them. So and De Koning. So which one out of Marshall
You
and
can't-
Heath is gone?
It has to. You can't. I don't think you can delist Heath. Surely.
Could a team like
I would.
Essendon.
Essendon,
Melbourne.
yeah, like a team like Essendon go after Heath? Be like, we'll just give you our 4th for Heath because
Is he
next
restricted
year.
or unrestricted?
Well, he's out of contract, but he's not a free agent, so we'd have to delist
Okay.
him. But we could be like, we just go to Essendon and be like, give us your 4th. You don't need.
Bit like what
We
they
want
did with
more. If he continues to play out the year, we
Yeah.
want more.
That's what they did with
But
Massimo.
like
I think.
they're not going to have a ruckman until the bye next year because
Mhm.
Goldstein will retire. They've got Vicentini. who
Apparently he's
didn't look
keen.
great.
Well, not keen, but
Goldstein
he's
is not
He'll
playing.
be
Guessed it.
he'll be another player ruck, but a player coach. But why are we talking about Essendon?
True.
True.
Get back to the VFL. Paddy Dow, Paddy Wow.
Yes.
Jesus.
First full game for Paddy
Mhm.
Dow. I've been big on Paddy Dow since he came to the club. He had 33, 14
8 inside
clearances.
50s. Yeah, 14.
Probably the
clearances.
best on, besides Dodson. Our best midfielder, you'd say.
Easily.
Does he come in next week?
He's one pushing for it.
You'll have to
He's one
wait for
pushing
it in
for
the
it.
segment, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much.
Zane
it.
Cordy?
Yes, Zane Cordy
Did
returned.
he play a full game? Does anybody know? Did
He
you?
didn't. I don't think he played the last
He
quarter.
had 10 touches in the first quarter and then finished with 15.
the
So
wind was against us, which is why the ball was down there so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have time, go back and watch the final quarter.
dead set, 10 goal
Sandy
breeze
versus-
apparently.
We literally doubled our score from the third quarter to the final quarter.
Liam Purcell, mate, just turned it on.
Now I've
mate.
been bad on him all year. Liam Purcell.
There was another one. There was. I can't remember.
Orchard.
Yeah,
or something?
Orchard or something. Yeah, he turned it on.
What happened to our fucking AFL listed players?
I know.
I hate when I see
I
Sandy
hate-
have kicked like 5 goals and 4 of them are
I
VFL
hate
listed
that
players.
Keely did his hammy like the day before the game because like he seriously could have had 20 the way it was looking. And yeah, I don't know what Patton had. I need to go back and look
Did Patton?
Why do we care?
because we all thought Patton was going to come in.
Yeah.
Nobody
clearly not.
fucking cares.
But on to the injuries now.
Dan Butler,
there was
horrific.
2, yes. So Dan Butler's elbow,
Mentioned it before, about a month, Ross said.
yes,
And
and then
you believe Lance Collard is injured?
yeah, someone commented Lance Collard's injured. I didn't see it during the game, but
Wouldn't surprise me given he had 5 touches and a goal.
yes. he barely touched it.
He tries really hard. That's all I got to say for him.
Daniel
Muzzle
Moore,
tov.
Daniel Moore 98 commented on the VFL post that Lance Collard got injured. So if it's not right, blame him. But apparently he's injured his arm, and there's no timeline.
But
Are you sure he's just like not thinking it was just Butler injuring his arm?
Maybe. But,
just skitzing out.
He saw a small forward go down. He's like, come on.
He's listening now and saying, fuck you boys, yeah, fuck off.
yeah, I think it's time
Yeah.
for your question for the future.
Mm-hmm.
I tried moving on to it before, and you said nah.
Well,
John,
I'd
Tell
mentioned
us,
Sandy.
What is your question of the future?
So we had this segment last week, which was should Windy stay or go, and
It was cut. It was cut.
Yeah.
None of you saw it.
Yeah, against my wishes, but
We're doing a debate again.
yeah,
No.
shush. It's rebranded to Question for the Future, and the question this week is: what should the backline of our future look like? Should we go for purely height and versatility, where we can move people around and have non-existent matchups in terms of you can switch easily?
Yep.
Or should we go for pure speed and rebound, where we don't go super tall and we just have halfbacks running off the flank to provide a great ball movement going forward? Because at times we do struggle with it.
Why not both?
How can you do both?
I just have, well, if it's for the future, you have Wilkie fullback, Taru back pocket, Caminiti back pocket, Legally centre half back, and then you have your two speed and rebounders.
So this is my thing. Caminiti 196, Legalia 194, Wilkie 191, Taru 193, and then your lockdowns would be Stocker and Angus Hastie's 190. That sort of doesn't leave much more room for Sinclair and Naz to play in the same team. Sinclair sort of is that 185. Naz is 191, I believe.
I don't know. I don't know where you're going with this.
My question is, in terms of
187, NASA's.
okay, in terms of premiership defenses and the lockdowns, you have to have at least two talls.
Yes.
So should we go and have Caminiti as our only tall, because it's the only one over 195 right now, or do we need to go out and recruit someone else to be able to play as a 195 plus defender
I think
and have two?
we obviously need to because we're bringing in Aaliyah.
But Aaliyah's, that's not Aaliyah. That's not what Aaliyah does.
Yeah, it's true. He's the intercepting defender.
that is
and
true.
everything.
So my concern is we've got Barrett, who's the exact same build as Aaliyah and Wilkie and Taro. He is not the size bigger than Caminiti.
I think we need to start training Barrett as a forward because he was a swingman in under 18s. I
That's true.
think
Even
so.
play mid.
So then my
Fine.
question is, why are we going for another medium forward? Because we've already got Sharman, we've already got Owens who's playing that medium forward. Where's Barrett going to fit alongside there
I don't think.
if we're training him as a medium forward?
how tall is Barrett?
He's
I don't
probably 194.
I don't think Barrett fits.
194 is a key like a key forward in today's day and age.
We've
so
got
he's
King.
194.
Yeah, so this
So
is
we've
the
got
thing.
so we've got King as our key forward, and then we've got Isaac
So-
Keeler as our key forward in the reserves, even though he didn't play. And then after that, it's no one.
So then my question is, which is where we come to, are we happy right now? Because we are a rebound team right now. We are not super tall, and we struggle against the super tall players. Do we go with what we want to, bring in another Aaliyah, another medium defender to keep that rebound game going, or do we need to go taller and
No,
bring in someone like a James Blank from Hawthorn?
No,
Because I'm of the opinion that you need someone big enough.
I do agree with Ben, actually.
I
I
think
think
the speed and rebound game works better for where the game's going.
But you still need a tall.
You do need a tall,
You
but
need the two talls.
Wilkie plays tall.
But Wilkie doesn't need to play tall. That's the thing.
Wilkie plays tall already.
Wilkie plays tall, but he plays from... He doesn't sit on your Neils or your Cadmans. He sits on your Kernos, your Camerons. He'll go to Toby Green at times as well if he needs to. He'll go to your Bontempellis, your medium forwards, rather than your number one key tall.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not who you want him to go to. And I don't think if a team like Adelaide, we saw how much we struggled against them. Caminiti can at times be able to go against a Thilthorpe or a Darcy or a Shannon Neal, but for the majority of his career so far as a defender, he has struggled against those bigger types.
I think we almost need to play Adelaide again because Caminiti wasn't a defender.
Okay, so
against
then
Adelaide.
we'll look at the next few fixtures. Geelong only have two key talls in Neil and Cameron, and we're pretty good matchups with those.
Wilkie owns
Yes.
Cameron.
Yeah, he is the best matchup for Cameron.
And then you'd say Caminiti on...
And Caminiti on Neil is pretty good as well.
Yes.
There's no issues there. We then play, Melbourne the week after, if I'm not mistaken. They
Yes.
don't have any
Don't
key
have
forwards.
North. Don't have any
Melksham
key
sticking
talls.
5 a game for
North.
some reason.
So
They've
north
got
north
Larky.
of potentially Larky back.
In horrible form besides that one game.
Yeah.
Horrible.
He-
Besides that one quarter.
yeah,
Horrible
right.
form.
So we don't have too many tests to close out the year. Essendon don't have any tools. Richmond don't have any tools. GWS have got Cadman and Hogan, and that's not a bad matchup.
And that's going to be
I
be
get-
a start anyway.
I get where you're going, because if you look at the teams that play 3 tools, like Bulldogs, Adelaide, we get smashed. So
Yes.
I get where you're coming from with that, but also we're just talking about like our next stretch of games. No one really plays 3 key tools. It's really only
Yes.
Fuck the next
2 teams.
We'll talk about
This
next
isn't.
year.
Yeah.
This is for the. It's questions
Yeah.
for the future. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
about.
fair.
Yeah.
So against the Brisbane, who are going to still be up there, against a Gold Coast, who when they develop those 3 tools are still going to be there, is Caminiti, Wilkie, Taru, and Lika Leah big enough to be able to go against those? I'm of the opinion, not necessarily. We need to test out if we do.
I think we're sort of there. I get your point. I wouldn't mind trying to get one more of these tall lockdowns.
I mean, it would have been great to be able to have Howard and Caminiti play together this year
Yes.
to see it.
Yes.
Fortunately,
Yes,
that hasn't
barely
been the
saw it.
case.
To what, 2 games? If
Yeah,
that?
so you just don't have that ability. We
So
need.
are you saying
those players
195
above.
and
Well,
above?
this is also a
195
question
and above.
Would
for the
you-
future.
Well, Blaine's
Is-
197.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Howard going to be on the list next year?
No.
I think he is. I think Cordy won't. I think Howard gets one more year. I don't think we can go in just getting one more.
Well, should we
Um,
bring in Cordy to test this little
Yeah,
thing?
fuck off with that.
So even like I know Liam Jones is 34, but he's out of side right now. He's won. He's tall.
Someone like I'm just looking at the list now.
Jordan
Josh,
Croft,
I would
Jed
fucking love
Buslinger.
Josh Worrell if we get him.
Yes. Harsway
Jordan
25.
Butts could potentially be on the way out. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think Butts we've been linked to.
Yeah, Brennan Cox could be someone on the outer. Josh Draper's pushing at
Shai
Freo.
Sarong. Like
Um,
we'll probably get linked to Frost, but like
Yeah,
we're not going after Frost.
always. There's no one else really there. I mean, we can go for Jared Joyce again.
Yuck.
Shanahan,
I
Smiley,
think
trainer, nothing there.
I think this off season we'll look at speed rebound, and we'll bring in an elite type, and we'll try and train them up to be a lockdown.
Dan Kern is somebody we should have gone up and drafted.
Would've been
Eagles
great.
should have
He's
drafted
going to
him.
be such a
I
good.
think, ideally, a body like Harrison Petty is what we'd need. Ideally.
Would you trade?
I'd not trading for Harrison Petty because that bloke's dog
No.
shit.
Remember when Kane Corns? I saw it on Twitter this morning. Kane Corns said they should have traded Riley Thilthorpe for Harrison Petty in 2023.
Oh my god,
That's
that's a call and a half.
that's a Kane Corns
But,
thing. Hillary Smith, 200 centimeters. Don't want him.
he's a ruckman.
Can't go. He's not. He's a key defender now. He's
Move-
training as a key
You
defender.
know what? Move
Yeah.
Max Heath to defence.
Tom Campbell back, 201.
Because
Tom
someone.
DeCarney, you want to play him fullback? That'll be good. He's 201.
Where's
I agree though. So like something like a Billy, like obviously not. We're just saying
Yeah.
Billy
Yeah.
Frampton or Rory Lobb is a gun as a key back right now.
Because when you bring those players in, it frees up the Elias, the Tarus to go
you-
mark.
you
I don't
look
think Tyree will be a defender. I'm gonna say it now. I don't think
That's
he'll be a
fair.
defender. I
like
would
a-
love to see him in that Dan Kernan role. Personally, I just love the way Dan Kernan plays. I'd
Yeah,
love to see a
yeah,
Tyree in that
I
Dan
see it.
Kernan role. That wing, forward, back, wherever you need him, basically. Which is what I'd love to see Tyree do eventually.
All right. So you're going height versatility.
Mhm.
I'm going speed rebound. What are you going with?
Height.
Height, yeah.
We've got the
All right.
speed and the rebound. We don't really need it for anything else.
That is fair. But it's time for the world famous segment.
This is
We've got one viewer in Brazil, and I reckon this is his favourite segment.
Yeah.
Cooper's
Has
niche
to.
connections. What are your niche connections for
This
this
has
week,
been a
Cooper?
horrible week for Cooper's niche connections. I've had to make up stuff. I've had to
Make up stuff. Really.
Yep. So
Wow.
we're rating them again. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Jack
Let's do it.
Stephen,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, you got to go 10.
Reece
Should've
Stanley.
went around there. Reece
A
Stanley.
flat Stanley, give him a 1 out of 10.
This is gonna be a rapid
I'll
fire.
give him a 3.
Premiership hero.
Stephen King,
Ooh, that's a
Solid 6.5.
interesting one. I'm going to go 4
Corey Enright.
Yeah,
10.
got to be 10.
because he's going to
Mm.
coach us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna get a bit weird now. Ryan Abbott.
Ooh, a
He-
2 out of 10.
Did he play the one game or 2? I'll give him 1 because I reckon he played one
Yeah.
game.
2 out of 10 for Ryan Abbott.
Marcus Windhager, because he got bid on by Geelong in the draft.
Going off what he did last week, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
I'll give him a 2 out of 10 for his number.
Jared Rivers, he's one of our coaches, and he played
yeah,
for them.
we got him from Collingwood last year.
He played for Geelong, so give him a rating,
Jeez,
please.
a
5 out of 10.
5.
Ken Hinkley, assistant coach in 2001 for St Kilda.
0.
Also played for Geelong and coached Geelong.
There's 2 coaches I hate, Ken Hinkley and Luke Beveridge. They should not be in
Why
jobs.
do you hate Ken?
I have no idea why I have this in here. 2009 grand final.
0.
That's a niche
What?
connection.
You are a horrible man, and we're dropping you to Real and Raw for next week, mate. You do not
0.
deserve this.
Fuck
0. Getting a
Malcolm
0.
Blight coached them for 5 seasons. Coached
us
St
for
Kilda
10
for about
games.
5 games.
Yeah, I'll give him like a 5. Going back and watching like the news reports of when he got sacked is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, Aaron Hamill was pissed.
Yeah, he wanted to leave the club.
Unfortunately, that is all for Cooper's Niche Connections this week.
Shocking.
Short and sharp. I
Brought
liked
to you
it.
by Cooper's Changes again. Unfortunately, that might be it because I don't know what else I can do from there. That's pretty shit. That was
Yeah, I can't
bottom to
think-
barrel kind of
Can't
thing.
think of anyone else off the top of my head.
If you can, let me know in the comments,
It's
please.
time. Now,
Liam Stocker, yes.
this is usually where we do Will's trade and draft, but
It's gone.
it's not gone. But like, I'm not just gonna sit here every week and say TDK is signed.
TDK signed, Naz maybe.
hasn't signed on yet, so I thought it'd be
I'm getting
interesting.
worried about that just quietly.
Just quickly. So we'll do draft.
There we are. Mark Jackson, Gary Sidebottom, Sean Simpson.
Haven't heard of all 3 of them,
Neither.
but
you don't know Gary Steinbottom?
our NGA product, Kai Fincher, 18 and 3 intercepts on the weekend, so
Yeah.
not terrible off halfback. But last night, Footy Furnace went with how the Crows have, nailed their recruiting over the past 6 years in order to set themselves up for success. I think it is I don't know if a retrospective is the right name for it, but I think it's really interesting to look at what they've done and compare it to what we've done. So we'll start 2020 draft, and this is our 2021 draft for us. They got Thilthorpe and Berry. We got Naz, Owens, Windhager.
Riley Thilthorpe was the 2020 draft, not the 20.
That's
That's what
what
you
I
just
said.
said.
You said
Their-
2021.
It's their 2020 draft and
Yeah.
our 2021
Oh,
draft.
you're
We're a
matching
year.
up? Okay,
So we're
yeah.
saying we're
So
a year behind.
we're a year
so we're top
behind
4
them.
next year.
So
Confirmed.
then 2021, they
Yeah.
got Rochelle, Saligo, Taylor. Then 22, we got Filippo. In 2022, they got Michelini. We got Wilson, Hasty, Garcia. In 2023, they got Curtin. This year, we got Travalia and Taru. And this year, they got Sid Draper at pick 4.
Sam Grosh.
And then, don't know who we'll get yet. Don't know.
Sam
But
Grill.
the interesting
Then
ones.
we have pick 4.
Jevon Philippou.
Yes, Jevon.
Keep
Philippou.
playing shit, Jevon. So
he
we can
can't. He keep
Just-
playing. Keep playing in the sandful under 18.
The trade
don't
and the
don't play anymore. Okay, I'd love you at end of first, late
Yes.
second would be, or
The-
early second would be great.
The trade and the free agency one's the one I think is where we're getting a bit let down, and it's where we're going to pick up this year.
Yes.
So 2020 they got Mitch Hinge. For us, we got Sharman. 2021 they got Dawson. We got Stocker Caminiti. 2022.
Shaman.
Yeah, mid-season draft,
Yeah.
technically.
So 2022 they got Rankin. We got Henry. 2023 they got Keane. We got Hall and McRae for that year for us. And then this year they obviously brought in Neil Bullen, Cumming and Peatling. This is like the year where they attack trade free agency. This is what we need to do. Bring in DeConing and Alir. And
Kemp.
yeah,
Fuck
Kemp,
off with Cam.
Brody Kemp.
He's my
Fuck
leading
outta
goal
here.
kicker in
Big
AFL
fan.
26 right now. Don't disrespect him.
And so
King's not kicking him.
the season results is like the weird one that's like lining up weirdly perfect. So 2023, 11 and 12 record, missed the 8x2 games. Last year we had an 11-12 record, missed the 8x2 games.
Yes.
Then last year they of course finished bottom 4 with a record of 8, 14 and 1. We currently have a record of 5 and 12 and are also bottom 4.
We've also got 4 winnable games. So
Who are we going to draw to?
And then
We're
we
drawing.
don't have to
we're
draw. but
drawing against Richmond.
No, let's go identical.
You know what? North. Screw it. And then
So that means we go 3, 2, and 1 to close out the year.
screw it. Why not? But and then 2025 obviously they jump up into
Currently
the top
third.
4.
What are they?
Yeah, they're third.
So who's going to make the Jordan Dawson leap?
Marcus Windhager. You hear to
Windhager.
have Marcus Windhager is the next Jordan Dawson. You heard it
I
here
hope
first.
so. Oh, look, I don't think it is out of the realm of possibility, and that's why I've done this whole little rant.
I
quickly.
wouldn't be surprised if we pop next year.
Every
I wouldn't.
year.
Same. That's what I was
Every year,
thinking.
I'm not sure how far back this dates, but that Daniel Hoyne guy who does champion data,
Love Hoyne.
he loves this little stat that every year a team from the bottom four jumps up into the top four, and a team from the top four drops out the eight.
I don't see North West Coast or Richmond doing it.
I don't see North.
Or Essendon. Even
I
if,
could theoretically see North doing it. I could.
Can't see North.
don't be,
I could.
Shout out.
Not with Clarko, but I could.
Yes.
I agree. I don't think
So,
that's a good
look, I'm
coaching.
not hyping you up for 2026 just yet, but don't be surprised. You've heard it here first.
That's-
St Kilda are finishing top 3 and winning the premiership.
That is clickbait for this podcast.
Maybe.
Saints top 4 confirmed 2026
But,
because of Isaac Rankin for some reason.
It's
Something
time
about
for what
connections.
used to be.
I think producers tuned out by now.
That's fair enough.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I think it's time for what used to be. Cooper's changes.
Rest
and
in
now
peace.
it's just who's in, who's out.
It's team predictions.
Unfortunately.
Yikes.
We'll keep
We-
it the same, though.
We've had to change it because we upgraded the graphics, and
Yes.
the graphics didn't really look good if it was Cooper's changes, and then it said Bem and Will after the next slide.
We'll still keep you last out of honour because you always went last with
Yes.
Cooper's changes. But we'll let Bem go first this week.
Can you please go first?
I'll go
Bem hasn't
first.
done his yet.
'Cause I've got mine simple. I've kept it down for Butler this week. We're going to be forced into the change. I didn't want to drop anyone else. I don't think anyone else was really drop worthy. I think, like you could say a Brad Hill or a player like that. But at this
or
point,
who I'm going to drop.
I've just accepted it. I think Brad Hill's just the new Zach Dawson. And
What?
oh my, I've just seen Ben's changes. He's brought in
No. No.
the worst player to ever play for the St Kilda Football Club.
What?
Wow.
That is
Wow.
disrespectful. I reckon Jason Holmes has to be up
Well,
there.
we'll let Cooper go. I said we'd let Cooper go last, but Ben's taken a while.
Okay.
No,
Unless he's
I'm
done.
good now.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
good.
go.
So out comes Butler and Hunter Clark. 2 players that one's injured, one just hasn't found a spot in the team confidently. And in comes Paddy Dow
Yes.
Yep, that is fair.
and Ross Lyon's favourite man of all time,
Lenny-
Ryan Burns.
Lenny Hayes.
Legit the worst player to ever touch a football.
Jesus Christ.
Ryan Burns.
Can you talk me through
Why
Ryan
you bring
Burns?
him in? What role is he playing?
I don't want to bring him in.
There is 0 wings at GMHBA.
We need good kickers. And Ross Lyon thinks Ryan Burns is a good kicker.
Okay, so Bem's tanking. Bem's saying St Kilda are tanking. And we're
What
going
are
to
you
use
shaking your
Ryan
head at?
Burns as a good kicker.
Yep.
I never said he was a good kicker.
As the excuse.
I'd rather Harry Boyd play.
Dodzilla.
Okay.
Dodzilla
So
or Dodo Bird?
Jesus.
I just don't see Ryan Burns.
I think sad saying I went with Dodzilla. So
Yeah, Alan Footy went with Dodo Bird.
I think Dodzilla's a lot more threatening than a dodo bird.
Agreed.
So
One of them is extinct as a species.
aren't dodo birds extinct?
One of them's a non-existent creature.
Oh, true.
One of them's extinct.
Why did I think Godzilla was a dinosaur?
What?
He looks like a dinosaur.
Saints Nation's dead.
It
Oh,
is.
Sense Nation's cooked.
But what about Cooper's
Cooked
changes?
Okay, my outs. Dan Butler, obviously. His whole arm's broken, apparently.
Yep.
Hunter Clark been dropped, I think. Look, he's a sub. It should show something. He's going to get dropped eventually. He gets demoted to sub and then dropped.
The box.
I rang in Paddy Dow for obvious reasons. Because he had 33 and 14
Yeah, hard not to
on
bring
the
him in.
weekend.
Hard not
I
to.
think he should be the sub this week too. I think because we got a buy, and that's why I bring him in. Really, if we didn't have a buy in a Sandy, I probably would have kept him. But I want him to keep playing. There's no point having him a week off after he's had the whole season off, basically. Now my last in is a bit controversial,
Not seeing one person call for this, by the way.
except Cooper. I bring in Ari Schoenmaker
Speaking in third person.
to play that wing half forward role more because I want to see a tall forward line.
It's not happening.
I want to see a
So-
tall forward line.
So my question is,
Here we go.
if he's playing the wing half forward role, you've got to drop a winger, don't you?
All right. Yep. That works. Well, you can't question it.
You don't have to question it. I know what I'm doing. These are my insights, my inside sources from training
Connections at the
that I haven't been to yet.
And I think it's time for our round 19 predictions.
Pouting right now.
Won this game earlier in the year. against
Somehow.
the Cats.
Not going to win this one.
I don't think we'll win. Should we just jump straight into our predictions?
Yeah, what do
Go
you
on,
think is
Will.
going to happen
I'll
this
go
week?
first. I think we'll lose by 6 in another honourable loss.
That happens.
I would love to see another honourable loss and a North Melbourne win.
We
I don't
love
know.
a good
Who
honourable
did North
loss.
play this week?
North plays Sydney, and they're not going to win.
Where at?
Doable.
It's in Sydney.
Doable. It is doable.
Okay.
They've wasted all their energy on us. And for my bold call, I probably should have made this a bit more bolder, but Jack Steele and Tom Atkins will combine for 30-plus tackles.
That is a pretty bold call, considering both of
15
them need
each.
to get 15.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
They
that
average
crazy.
like 8 and 9.
Tom Atkins leads the league in tackles.
Yeah, but he averages like 9.
Let me see.
The average is still 9.
Let me see. You go, and I'll look up his
Mine?
tackles. Yep.
I've got Geelong by 26. I think it's just at a game we're just going to be like 3-4 goals away from in the whole game, basically. I've got Wilkie kicking a goal. Was my big call. He'll kick his second for his career, and he's 150th. And that'll be the highlight of our game.
Very nice. I don't mind that at all.
I like yours too.
Thank you. I'm going Cats by 40.
Yep.
Bounce back win against lost to the Giants. Moose and Marshall combined for 4+ goals as my bold tip. I think Cadman kicking 6 in the second half alone, ridiculous, but shows that their keys may be a little bit overrated.
I think this is a Marshall.
Masterclass.
No, what did I say? A Marshall audition game. Just quietly.
Yeah, that
In
is
front of
that
Geelong
is
crowd.
fair.
In front of Geelong scouts, their list management, their players.
I just wish we had
Just
Max
there's some
King
rumours. So
out
thanks
there.
for watching Saints Nation episode 15. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we get a win or hopefully get the loss. Depends what you want us to and go.
Yep. Subscribe, like, follow, join as a member. $4 a month if you want to support us.
Ben's disappointed.
And Bem's a bit disappointed, but that's okay. He'll be very happy after we have another honourable loss this week against the Cats. See you guys.